what do you think is the best thing you can do when you start self-improvement? Go on, try to guess. I'm pretty sure you will not get the answer, but I'll still give you the time to guess. No, it's not what you think. It is your self-image or your identity. The person you think you are. Changing that thing is the best thing you can do when you start self-improvement. Because guess what? When you want to become consistent with things that you have never done throughout your entire life, you have to change how you view yourself. Because if you don't, you will always have a problem with consistency. You will always be like inconsistent with like self-improvement and all of these good habits. And how do you change your identity? Simple. By doing things you have never done in your life. Still halal, of course. Like, I'm not telling you to go and drink alcohol or like anything like that, astaghfirullah. But like, you go and do the things you have never done in your entire life. And then, because when you do those things, your brain will start to question you and your brain will say, whoa, we have never done these things for the entirety of our life. So why are we doing them now? When he tells you this, you tell him, yeah, of course, I'm a different person now. Of course, I'm going to go and do different things now because I'm a different person now. Like, to tell you a story, when I was a kid, I used to go to a certain park with my family. And in front of that, like, in front of the like main entrance of that park, there was a gym. And you might know that, like, on gyms and all of that stuff, there are like pictures of like really jacked guys and all of that stuff. And I would ask my mother and father, who are these people? And my mother and father, I remember so clearly that they always told me that no, these are not good people. These are not good people. This is not a good place. And so, because I was a child, I listened to my mother and father, and my child brain like completely like 100% registered in its mind that okay, this is not a good place. Going to the gym and looking jacked are not good things. But then, when I got into self-improvement, I found out that going to the gym is not that bad of a thing. And then I started going to the gym. And at that time, my arm was so small, like that my friends could hold my entire arm in their closed fists. In their closed fists. Fists, sorry. So, then when I started going to the gym, I found out that, going to the gym is not that bad of a thing. Heck, it's one of the best places you can go to. It's one of the best things you can do when you start self-improvement. It's one of the best places for a young man to be. The first place is a mosque. The second place is the best university on the entire world, which is 100% free, YouTube. And the third best place is going to the gym. So, when I started going to the gym, my brain started questioning me, bro, what? Because like my childhood beliefs started coming up. Bro, going to the gym is not a good thing. Good people do not go to the gym. But then I told it, yeah, I'm a different person now. And that was a wrong belief that I had as a child. Guess what? My identity changed just like that. And so, what is your new self-image going to be? What is your new identity going to be? An unapologetic Muslim. Because, let me tell you one thing, come on, let me tell you a secret. When you get this identity, people will call you Molvi when you pray and all of that stuff. People will call you, why are you being extreme with Islam? And they will look at you weird. And them looking at you weird will make you happy. It will tell your brain and tell your identity that yes, we are on the right path. People will people will look at you weird so that you might feel like ugly, like you might feel that anxious and all of that stuff. But that will make you happy. So that is your goal. Your goal is to get that type of self-image, that type of identity, an unapologetic Muslim. And then something related to consistency that is found again and again in the lives of the Sahaba of our Prophet, peace be upon him, which is the minimum standard principle. It is that you start doing a particular thing. Let's say you want to start praying tahajjud from today, and you start praying tahajjud, but before you start praying tahajjud, you set a minimum standard for yourself. You say to yourself, okay, my minimum standard for every single day is maybe just witr, or maybe like 2 rakats. That's my minimum standard. On good days, when you are like really feeling good and you're like your iman is at a high and you really want to pray more rakats, you pray 4, 6, 8 rakats, whatever. But on bad days on which you're not feeling that boost in your iman and you're not feeling like that connection with Allah, you fall back to that minimum standard again. But you never ever go below this minimum standard. No matter what happens, there should not be a day that you don't even wake up. If you want to start praying tahajjud and set a minimum standard for yourself for tahajjud. Make a list of all the good habits we do on self-improvement. Make a list of in the list write down books, gym, watching YouTube videos, Quran, tahajjud, prayers, and all of those things. And set a minimum standard for every single habit of that. It might be just once a week. Like maybe you might just read once a week for now. That might be your minimum standard. But then if you're really feeling good and you really want to read more, you can go and even read for like 3-4 days. But then when you're on the weeks you're not really feeling like reading, you still read at least once a day or once a week, sorry. And then after some time has passed of you like doing all of those good habits and stuff, you can even increase that minimum standard. So right now you might set a minimum standard for just like witr for tahajjud. But then after 6 months, you can even increase that minimum standard to 2 rakats plus witr for tahajjud. And so as you get better, your minimum standard will also get better. And so if you want to join a community of like-minded people, Muslims who are on self-improvement, click the first link if you're male, click the second link if you're female to join those 100% free communities. And so do good and inshallah we will meet in Jannah.